Max sent me some of the brand new paint pots to try. So it was a bit of a journey because I am not awesome when it comes to working with paint pots, but we did it. We created this look. New here, hi, my name is Missmeganrobinson. Before we get on with the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications so you never miss a post, and then come hang out with me and see how I struggle. So even though these can work like a primer, I'm still gonna go in with 24-hour eye base because it is my obsession and I need it all the time. I'm not a paint pot person by nature, so I'm still getting really used to the formula and like working with these, but I really wanted to do a purple eye today. Part of me wants to start off with the white, so I think I'm gonna start with Sink to a Whisper with a 270 and buff that in. I like never ever use a white base. I've ever done it in my life. In my lid, I'm gonna go in with Ultraviolet, which is a beautiful purple shade, and I'm gonna press it to build the color. So the ones that don't have any shine to them are quite matte. Like I would say they're more on the drier side. And then the ones that have the sparkle are quite creamy. And then whatever's left over, I'm just gonna kind of buff the edge. And I'm just adding a second layer on the lid. I think these will work best on their own and then a powder on top, as opposed to layering them on themselves, kind of attached to each other. So if you're a little bit too heavy-handed, it will pull some of it off slightly. So just really softly apply these. Like a true purple. I'm gonna go in with Ripened, and I'm gonna put that on a 217 and apply that in the crease. Do enjoy how the Powder Kiss eyeshadows stick to these paint pots in particular. I wanna really buff and blend this out. So I'm gonna take Contemplative Slate. I'm gonna take a little bit of that on a 217 as well, and just feather the edge so it just buffs into my kind of foundation and concealer. I'm gonna put a little bit more of Ultraviolet on the lid again and back in again with Ripened. It just guarantees that all our edges are smooth. I'm gonna go in with Darkroom from the Art Library palette, just on the same brush that had the Ripened. And I'm gonna press that right across the paint pot. I want to make sure my edges are really crisp for this look. Normally I would have done this, I would have done my eyes first so I could really sharpen the edge, but we're just going to use a very flat, stiff brush to cut the shape on our eye and then just lightly tap it in with the finger. I'm going to take Black Mirror. I'm going to pick it up on a 239. Stamp this where I kind of want a bit of a wing, and then just taking the brush that has the purple on it, I'm gonna marry those two together. I'm gonna take this color called Contrast and just off the edge of Black Mirror, I'm gonna buff. I'm gonna go back in with Ultraviolet and just rebuild that lid color again. Along the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with the House Labs liner in Pride. You could for sure use the paint pot. I just really love pencils. Then with some of the paint pot on my 217, I'm gonna buff this out. So I think this next one is my favorite paint pot out of all of them. It's called Princess Cut. And I'm just gonna pick it up on a really tiny brush. Literally all my brushes are dirty. So I have all my not favorite brushes left. Oh no, press this. This brush also hurts me. Let's just fix that mistake. With the paint pots, less is more. So I think paint pots are great for somebody that's just like a 1 to 2 shadow type of person. I'm gonna go into Stars and Rockets right on the lid It'll make it a little bit more violet. I feel like I'm taking a risk here. I'm gonna buff out under the brow with Princess Cut. I'm gonna go in with What Clout, which is the Powder Kiss shadow, and just lift that upper edge a bit more. Paint pot was nice, but it was a little bit too yellow. I'm also gonna blend out underneath. I'm gonna take a bit of Ripened lash line out. You have to be so careful because it will start to make you look like you have really crazy dark circles, but it's nothing that we can't fix, which is kind of the step we're at. So I find when you're working with purple shadows, you have to use either black or white, or like a fun color like yellow or something, to make it look wearable again. So I'm gonna blend that pencil out now. I'm gonna go in with a touch of Humble Brag, just over top of that Princess Cut. I need to eat. I feel like this needs a little bit of glitter, so I'm gonna go in with Reflex Pearl. And I need to brighten under the eye again. And just over here. What am I buffing this in with? I'm so tired. My coffee date. It's not blonde. I just highly, highly, highly recommend always doing your eyeshadow first. I feel like I just need it to like do a little more for me, and I don't know what that little more is. I really need that to diffuse to a color, and I don't know what color I want. Should I break the rules and put shimmer there? Oh yeah, I think that's what I wanted. Okay, so I just put some Stars and Rockets underneath so that there's a really nice iridescent shift. We're gonna redo the concealer. Oh my god, I can't believe I have to take this off. How do I just shut up and do it. Just softly. Yes. It's so funny because I work backwards, I find. Like I should have put down the What Clout and the Stars and Rockets first and then built my lid, but my brain just doesn't operate that way. And I like seriously build my eyes backwards. I'm gonna take Princess Cut, and it's also gonna be my highlighter from Holiday that I really loved. This is like that, but in a cream form. Okay, first up, I have Stone. And I'm going to press Stone into the lip. I'm gonna work slowly. I'm gonna go in with Cherish. Beautifully shape the lip without changing the color. That's how you contour a lip. This you can't get anymore, but I really need to put it on my lip. Dasho Spice Retro Matte. It's going to, do you see that? You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna show you a powder kiss trick. Very obvious that I have blush on, but there's a big challenge with purple is it throws everything else off. I'm gonna take Impulsive Powder Kiss Liquid Lip Color, which is new. I'm gonna pick it up on a 170, and I need to bring my cheek color up. And that's how blush solves all your problems. I love it. Okay, takeaways from the paint pots to help you guys out. They work best with a powder. Whether the powder goes on before the paint pot or after the paint pot doesn't matter. They just really marry very well together. I would keep your paint pot mixing choices to a minimum. Like I would only pick like 2 colors to really work with at a time. That way you'll get like maximum performance from each one. I have literally no idea how to control the product. It's really not in my wheelhouse. Like I love working with cream and liquid products, but this formula is just so different to me. I really did enjoy the white as a base. So if you want to amp up your powdered shadows, doing a white as a base first is beautiful. My favorite one for sure is Princess Cut, which is icy shimmery one, because you get to wear it as a highlight and it's on the eyes. That's it, guys. That's the look. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that this video encourages you guys to step outside your comfort zone, because paint pots are way outside of my comfort zone, but we still created a pretty fun look. Don't forget to do stuff that you love and not what other people tell you to love. If you don't already follow me on TikTok, I eat a lot of snacks there. You can follow me on Instagram as well. If you haven't caught up yet, we have completed season 1 of Makeup and Mukbangs, which is the series I have with my friend Kayla, which airs on both my channel and on her channel. That's all I got for you today, and until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.